Do you struggle to hit your driver long and straight? If so, do you know what causes you to slice your driver? Do you know what causes you to hook your driver? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk you through why your golf grip could be stopping you from finding that much needed accuracy and distance with your golf driver. Watch this. Swing number one. I'm going to hold my driver with a weak grip. A weak grip, for golfers down that lens that don't know, would be classed as sort of one knuckle grip on your top hand, your lead hand, and your trail hand sitting really on top of the golf grip. Oh yes, look at that, big old slice to the right. Swing number two, I'm going to hold my driver with a strong grip. Again, for golfers that don't know, a strong grip would be your lead hand now showing nearly all your knuckles, 3-4 knuckles, and your trail hand way underneath the grip. Oh yes, and look at that, low hook out the air. So are these golf grips wrong for you to hit longer and straighter golf drives? Well, yes and no. Let's talk you through your options. Option number one, if you're a golfer that when you grip the golf club like I've just done in swings 1 and 2, and you get the same results as I do, so swing number one, slicing off to the right with that weak grip, swing number two, really strong grip, hooking off to the left, then we need your option to be find that neutral ground in between the two. A more neutral grip position for those golfers that don't know would be 2 or 3 knuckles shown on your lead hand and your trail hand with the V shape created between your thumb and forefinger pointing around your right ear to right shoulder. This more neutral grip will hopefully give you a much more neutral face to path, and with centered strikes should give you a nicer ball flight without any curvature, hitting that golf ball longer and straighter. So the answer to that question of whether those grips are right or wrong for you, the answer is yes, they are wrong for you. And you need to find a grip that's more neutral, which will give you a much better face to path. So I've got 2 knuckles here, 2.5 knuckles showing. This will hopefully give me a much more better face to path and a much more neutral ball flight. But we also have option number 2, where the golf grips in swing 1 and 2 aren't wrong. Let's take swing number 1, the weak grip, as an example, as that's the most common mistake I see in all my lessons, a slice off to the right, a weak grip. So here we want you to start thinking about wrist angles. If you can't change your grip, it feels too funny. I understand, we've all been through those sorts of things when trying to change our swings. And if you are one of those golfers, we need to start thinking about wrist angles. And I've got my Hack Motion wrist sensor on here, and we're going to play a little game that's on the app in just a second. If you're a weak gripper, 1 knuckle showing, you're going to have to put a lot of bow in your wrist to get that club face anywhere near square, and keep it in throughout the downswing to close that face. So bow in the wrist would be more like DJ, revving a bike, those kind of feels. And look at what's happening to my club face. It makes it point more towards the sky, which would be twisting that face more towards a closed position. This is what we need to get you to do. Weak grip, 1 knuckle showing, setting up like I'm going to hit a straight shot, not that big slice. And as I swing my club, I'm going to really feel like I DJ my wrist, get that face closed. I'm even going to try and draw this with that weaker grip. Let's give it a go. Oh, not quite a draw, but a really nice drive. So to answer that question, are these grips wrong for you now? Well, no, they're not, because we're able to add a wrist angle to get our matchup right for that grip. Whereas before, option number 1, that golfer's not getting the right matchup, so they have to change their grip to get the right face to paths. You grip it weak and don't want to change your grip, you're going to have to put some DJ, some bow, some revving into this lead hand to get that face matched up with your face to path to hit a straighter, longer golf drive. I talked about having my Hack Motion wrist sensor on. Take a look at this. So in the app here, this is super easy to connect. Literally just turn it on and it connects. It's so simple. You can see there's a practice tab. If I click the practice tab, there's also a face control section. You open the face control section, Matt Lockey, right-handed. Calibration needs to be done, so literally just pop your arm in this position, hold it in that position. Now raise it 30 to 45 degrees, put it in position, and then I'm ready to go. Again, super easy. And start practicing, so literally phone on the floor. If you're at the driving range, this is super easy and good to use, and it's great for controlling and practicing those wrist angles. So I'm going to go for my more neutral grip this time, and when you hit a shot, it's going to tell you what parameters you're in and if they're acceptable for hitting a good shot. If you're outside of these parameters, you'll probably see your ball flight curving off in different directions. So 2 or 3 knuckle grip, and you can see that I've got around 30 degrees of extension in my lead wrist. Now, if I hit a golf shot, and an awful one it is, you can see here that at address I had 36 degrees of extension. At the top I reduced that and was 25 degrees of flexion, which was kind of in the bracket. But when I got to impact, I took way too much extension out of my wrist, which is outside the parameters. And you can see there, from having 2 flex wrists, I've drawn that ball, it's closed my face to path too much and missed left. Because I've got that information and that feedback, I can now start to think, right, I had 2 or 3 knuckles on my hand. Now I'm going to grip it exactly the same, but next time I need to calm down that flexion coming into impact to hit my shot, which is going to leave that face a little bit open to the previous shot and hit that golf ball a little bit straighter. Like, that is such valuable information and feedback to help you improve your club face control, helping you hit longer and straighter drives. So 2 or 3 knuckle grip again, setting myself up, and I'm going to try for less flexion when I hit the golf ball on this one. That is an arrow, and you can see on this one I had a slightly more flexed grip at address, only 4 degrees different, so a tiny bit. I might have been able to see like 3 and a bit knuckles, and then at the top I again reduced that amount of extension and went down to 22, and then at impact I was in the green zone, which gave me the perfect wrist angles to hit that long straight drive. What a tool. If you're someone that practices a lot and you struggle with face control, having a tool like Hack Motion is essential to improving your golf, because you get that feedback, you get that information, you get the facts about what you're actually doing in practice. And if your drives then aren't going straight, is it because of things like strike location on the face? Does grip make a difference in your driving to hit longer and straighter drives? In some cases, yes. In some cases, no. If your grip affects how that ball flight goes, that weak grip slicing, that strong grip hooking, somewhere in between, you'll probably find that neutral face to path for longer, straighter drives. But remember, there are lots of other ways of hitting that golf ball straight, and getting the right matchup with wrist angles will also help you hit that golf ball longer and straighter as well. Go and have a practice. Go and try and hit some better golf drives, and let me know in the comments down below which option works best for you. I'd love to know in the comments down below. Also, while you're down there, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you're enjoying it, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and turn that bell notification on so you get notified of when I upload all my new videos. Thanks all for watching. I hope that helps you hit longer, straighter golf drives.